Hello and welcome to my tutorial on how to make a watermark in Photoshop so you can watermark your images, your logos, everything. First, what you want to do is open, so go to File, open the image that you want to watermark. You want to make sure that it is going to be one of your images or something that you did, because otherwise it wouldn't make sense to watermark it as you. You also want to open the file that you want to use as your watermark. That could be a graphic logo, a signature. I've even seen faces done. We want to start with this signature or the item you want to use as the watermark. What you do first is, since this image is a little on the darker side and it's kind of blending in with the words there, we want to up the brightness just a little and up the contrast. We're going to use the magic wand tool. You would think that we were going to select this part, the black part of the signature, but we're actually going to select the background. That would just make it a lot easier to get rid of faster. Set your tolerance to 25, anti-alias, and contiguous. That just means that it has a low tolerance, which means that it won't select any of the black parts there, which is not what we want. Click to select. You can press Shift and select other parts of the image as well, parts that didn't get selected before. And as you can see, the middle part, since it's black, it is still not selected, which is great. That means that the tactic is working. All right, pressing Shift, clicking, Shift and click, Shift and click. Perfect. Now go and get your eraser tool. Since it's a big area, you can change the brush size to a bigger size. Oops. First of all, we want to make sure that we are on the correct layer, not the brightness and contrast layer. We want to be on layer 0. That is the background layer, or the signature layer. And we just erase everything in that background. Press Command D or Control D on a PC to get rid of the selection. As you can see, we still have little tiny areas where we need to select. Select just by clicking with the magic wand tool. Shift, click, Shift, click, Shift, click, Shift, click, Shift, click, and Shift, click. And then we take our eraser again and we just erase those parts of the image. And as you can see, we have a Command D to unselect. But as you can see, we have a very clean signature right there. To make it even more dark and more black throughout, we can load selection. Oh, not on the brightness layer every time. Make sure you go and do that. Okay, load selection when you're on the right layer. Press OK. See, and that's all selected. You go to your paintbrush tool, make sure it's set to black. You can up the brush size since it's a selection, and just paint it throughout and make sure it's dark enough to where you will see it on a background that has other things going on. All right, now we have our signature ready to be watermarked. What we can do now is take it, just grab the layer from here, using the move tool, grab the layer from here and just bring it here into our other file. It's really big, so what you want to do is Control T or Command T to free transform, and that will just make it so you can change the size of the watermark. It's a little hard to see, so what you can do is make it bigger, and that will just help make it look more like a watermark and more like what you're looking for. As you can see, it looks pretty great right now, but what you can do to go the extra mile is just go into the blending modes here And I like to use overlay just so it blends with the image and it looks, it looks more uniform and almost like it's not there, which our client, if you're selling this, they're paying for the print, not for your signature, so they would appreciate that. What you can do now after the blending mode, you can even make it a little bit smaller, just so it's barely there and you can just see it there in the corner. That is how you make a watermark in Photoshop. You can do it with a graphic logo, you can do it with a face, a signature. Just follow these steps and you will be able to watermark all of your images. Thank you so much.